As a security guard, I answered a ringing desk phone after hours only to hear my own voice on the other end whispering, "Don't go downstairs." For a moment, I just stood there, phone cold against my ear, staring at the silent lobby as though it could explain what I just heard. The building was dead quiet. It was well past midnight, and I was the only one on shift alone in a government office complex that emptied out after 6 p.m. sharp. The kind of silence that filled the place was thick, heavy, pressing down like a wet blanket. I set the phone back on its cradle slowly, almost expecting it to ring again. The faint hum of the fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, the only sound in the entire lobby besides my breathing. It had to be a prank, I told myself. Some late-night employee with a sense of humor, but the line I just answered was internal. It shouldn't have been able to ring unless someone inside the building was calling me. I glanced toward the basement door. The concrete steps led down to the utility rooms, storage, and the building's massive furnace, my least favorite place to patrol. I told myself I'd check the cameras first. The monitors sat in a dim corner of the security desk, their glow casting a pale light across the empty chairs. I flipped through the feeds one by one. Hallways, empty. Storage, still. Basement, dark. Every camera was where it should be, showing nothing unusual except one. Feed number 7, the basement landing. The light was on. I knew I'd turned it off during my last round. I swallowed hard, my throat dry. There was a phone down there, near the maintenance office. If someone had called me from that line. The building creaked softly, metal settling in the night. The sound echoed through the empty corridors, unnerving in the stillness. I decided to wait, just a few minutes, just to see if the phone rang again, and it did. The sharp ring made me jolt so hard my chair scraped against the floor. I snatched the receiver, pressing it to my ear. "Security," I said, my voice too loud in the quiet room. Silence, then breathing. My own breathing, not just similar, perfectly matched, as if I were listening to a recording of myself live, each inhale and exhale sensing with my chest. "Who is this?" I demanded. My own voice replied, whisper soft, "Don't go downstairs." The line went dead. I slammed the receiver down and backed away from the desk. My heart was pounding so loud it drowned out the hum of the lights. This time I didn't check the cameras. I grabbed my flashlight and radio and made my way toward the basement door. My job was to secure the building, after all. The air grew colder the closer I got to the stairwell. The door handle felt icy under my palm, as though it had outside in the winter air. The hinges ground as I pushed it open. The light at the bottom of the stairs flickered once. I hesitated, every instinct screaming not to go down. But that was my job, wasn't it? To check, to make sure no one was here. I descended one step at a time, each creak of the metal stair echoing too loudly in the confined space. Halfway down, I heard it. The phone, ringing. The sound bounced off the concrete walls, shrill and insistent. I reached the bottom and turned toward the maintenance office. The phone sat on its hook, ringing endlessly, its tiny red light blinking in the darkness. I forced myself to pick it up. Before I could say a word, I heard my own voice again, closer now, breathing harder. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered. The line clicked dead. The hallway lights flickered overhead, and in that brief flash, I saw something at the far end of the corridor, just for a split second. A figure, standing perfectly still. When the lights steadied, it was gone. I backed away toward the stairs, my flashlight shaking in my grip. Then footsteps, slow, heavy, coming up from somewhere deeper in the basement. I didn't wait to see who or what was coming. I bolted up the stairs 2 at a time, slammed the door shut, and locked it. The ringing started again, muffled through the door, echoing up from below. I left it ringing. When my shift ended at dawn, I left the building without finishing my rounds. I never went back. A week later, The building manager called to tell me the basement had been cleared out. They defound an old phone line in the maintenance office that hadn't been connected to the system for years. No one could explain how it had rung or why, but every night since, when I close my eyes, I still hear my own voice whispering, "Don't go downstairs." Drop a line in the comment section and let me know if you liked this story. For more content, like and subscribe. See you at the next campfire.